Exciting young rookie Emil Andrae's status for Monday night's game against the Colorado Avalanche appears to be in question as the Flyers hit the ice on Sunday morning for practice after their big 5-2 win over the Buffalo Sabres Saturday night. I'm Charlie O'Connor with PHLY Sports, and these are your Flyers post-practice notes. As noted, Emil Andrae was not on the ice today for practice for the Philadelphia Flyers. Last night, it appears he did indeed suffer an injury with about 9 minutes left in the game against the Buffalo Sabres. He went out for his normal power play shift, made a move up ice, and then more or less raised his hand to ask off the ice. Apparently went down the tunnel, did not return, did not take another shift for the final 9 minutes of the game. Now, by that point, the game's outcome wasn't really in question anymore. Buffalo did get a couple goals to make it a little bit closer at the end, but there wasn't a lot of focus on Andrae. Most of the focus was on the win, but Andrae's obviously been very good for the Flyers. Flyers certainly don't want to have him out for an extended period of time. He's been exciting. He's showed dramatic signs of development in his, second taste of NHL action. He did get a few games at the start of last season. They're hoping that Andrae isn't hurt too bad, but it does seem like his status for Monday's game against the Avalanche is in question. Now, if Andrae can't go tomorrow, what will the Flyers do? Well, they do have two defensemen who seem like they're getting closer. Cam York is the big one. York's been out for a few weeks with an upper body injury. However, he has been practicing regularly, and today he wasn't wearing a non-contact jersey. He was wearing a regular jersey at practice, which tends to imply he's getting closer. Now, whether he's good to go for Monday, unclear, but that would be the most seamless replacement. Just slide in York for Andrae. If he has to miss Monday's game, boom, you can pretty much roll the same pairs. Just put York back with Travis Sanheim in the pair that was their top pair before York went down with injury. Jamie Drysdale also seems like he's getting closer. He was wearing a no-contact jersey today at practice, so probably not an option for Monday, but he's been practicing pretty much every day, so it doesn't seem like he's too far away either. They likely will have options if Andrae cannot play, but if neither York or Drysdale can go, we'll see what they do. You know, they could put Sam Ersson on IR, clear up a spot that way. Ersson also did not practice today, did not make an appearance, and they could make a call up from the AHL. But right now, my guess is York will be able to go, but that's more of a gut than anything else. As for other absences from practice, Couturier also did not skate. Most likely, that's just a maintenance day. Now, obviously, Couturier did miss Thursday's game against the Ottawa Senators. Played on Saturday night, though, against the Sabres, and they didn't hold back his minutes. He got over 19 minutes, played the whole game, got an assist on the empty net goal that Travis Sanheim scored to ice the game. And he looked pretty healthy. I would say he didn't show any obvious signs of being hampered. So most likely this is just a case of the Flyers managing a relatively minor injury for Couturier. I would expect him to be out on the ice for Monday's game against the Avalanche against Nathan MacKinnon and company. And they're going to need Sean Couturier just like they are going to need Travis Sanheim, who has been an absolute revelation these last few weeks. We talked to Bradshaw today after practice, and he said, maybe he didn't have the greatest of training camps, probably had a better training camp last year. First few games of the season, he wasn't bad, but he was just okay. However, these last 2-3 weeks of the season, this is the best version of Travis Sanheim I think we've seen. After last night's game, John Tortorella put the full-court press on Hockey Canada to get Travis Sanheim on Team Canada for the upcoming Four Nations tournament, which will happen in February. Now, whether that happens or not, I guess we'll see. But Sanheim's certainly playing well enough to put himself in the mix. I had a chance to speak with Scott Laughton today after practice about Travis Sanheim. Obviously, he's been a teammate of Travis Sanheim's for years. They're good friends. Asked him what it's been like to see Sanheim take this leap, and Laughton basically said that pretty much ever since that failed trade where Sanheim almost got dealt to the St. Louis Blues, Torrey Krug ended up exercising his no-trade clause, and as a result, Travis Sanheim stayed a Philadelphia Flyer. But Laughton said ever since then, it just seems like Travis Sanheim has found a new level. Laughton also praised Sanheim's ability, especially over these last few weeks, to take over games, which is something that the Travis Sanheim, who's still pretty darn good player, quality top four defenseman, 4, 5, 6 years ago, he didn't do that. He didn't take over games the way he's been doing. Bradshaw said today the first period that Travis Sanheim played was as good as any defenseman really could play the position, which is high praise from a guy in Bradshaw who's a very, very good coach of the defenseman aspect of the game. We'll see what he can do against Nathan MacKinnon and company. It's going to be a tough challenge, but with the way Travis Sanheim's playing, can't put anything past him. I've been Charlie O'Connor with PHLY Sports, and these were your Flyers post-practice notes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
We all silly like the mayor.